So you want to move to Chesapeake, Virginia, and you're looking for a master plan community, whether it's townhomes or single detached family residential property, and you want it in a great school zone that's tucked away but close to all the amenities that you can desire, well, I got the community for you today. We're going to be exploring and giving you a full vlog tour of Jolliff Landing. We're going to be talking about Jolliff Landing townhomes, and we're going to be talking about Jolliff Landing Manor Estates and Manor Homes. We're going to get directly into all of that and more. But first of all, if this is your first time here on the channel, I want to go ahead and welcome you, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that way you can be the first to learn about any and everything taking place in the Chesapeake, Virginia market. And I get phone calls and text messages from viewers like you each and every day, and I love every single moment of it. Take example like the Bookers. They gave me a call and we helped sell their property in Portsmouth and landed them a new home in Hampton. So if you want to be just like the Bookers, go ahead and give me a call or shoot me a text at any given time at 757-290-6303. So let's talk about what's going on over in Jolliff Landing over in Western Branch. Western Branch is an actual northernmost borough of Chesapeake. With it being the northernmost borough of Chesapeake, this means it was established back in the early 1600s, and it's been around since then through modernization, and now it's one of the most booming communities that's taking place over in Chesapeake as well. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that we talk about how Chesapeake has become one of the most epicenters of seeing growth happening, not only in the community, but in residential sales prices as well too. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down everything that you need to know about Jolliff Landing, and we're going to start over in the townhome community. Now, over in the townhome community, you'll see that we have two-story residential townhouse attached communities, and each one of these are going to be about 3 bedrooms, and they're going to average in size around 1,650 to 1,950 square feet. Now, each one of these units definitely have been sold out as new construction, but that does not mean that there's not opportunities here for resale as well. Because obviously, you know, we're in military season all the time. And you already know when it comes to military season, there's going to be new military orders, there's going to be new assignments, and there's going to be new promotions. And it's going to tend to lead to where you're going to see people having to relocate, even though they most recently bought. So typically, that's what we usually see here in communities like this, especially in a master plan community like this one. Now, this one actually going to come with a condo fee. Now, having a condo fee, it definitely will have a higher rate than what you would see in the detached community. Now, and the reason why that's important to note is because it's going to have it's going to have landscaping that you don't have to worry about, but then also it's going to have a master insurance policy as well that goes along with the amenities that allows for you to have a lower residential home owners insurance policy as well, because the condo association will take care of some of the primary heavy lifting when it comes to insurance by protecting the exterior, like the roof, vinyl siding, and things of that nature. So when you get your condo docs, you always want to review what the association is responsible for and then taking it from there. Now, you will see most of these units are going to have 1-car garage, and they're going to have about 4 pad spaces in their driveway, and then they actually have additional parking for guest parking as well too. So this community gives you a lot of opportunities here that I like to say. So if you're one of those minimalists who wants to actually just move into a community and not really have to worry about having to deal with actual taking care of the landscaping, making sure that the foliage looks good, you just want to put your trash out on the curb, and you just want to come and go as you please, or because your job is so tasking that you don't really have time to deal with it, then this could be the community for you ideally. So this is where I like to say, you know, this is one of those communities where you talk about townhomes, you can find the ideal fit for you in this community as well. So I think we're going to head on over directly now to our actual residential properties. Let's go ahead and take over look and take a walk and gander over to the actual the detached residential properties as well. So this community is going to be attached to the residential community property as well, and where they have a clubhouse here, have a pool, have a fitness center. It has a recreational center where you can actually, you know, rent it out for events and things of that nature. That's going to be part of the condo amenities of a fee as well too. And then we will give you a tour of the rest of the community as well, so that way you can kind of get a feel for exactly what it is. So comment down below. What do you think about townhouses versus detached residential property? Which would you prefer? So, and then give me your reason why you prefer that as well. So in Chesapeake, while we actually making that walk, let's talk about some of the market snapshots that you should actually know about Chesapeake as we continue our vlog over to the detached residential properties. Now, some of the things that you should know about the Western Branch area, especially with Jolliff Landing, is it's directly off of Portsmouth Boulevard. Okay, being right off Portsmouth Boulevard, it allows for you to be close to all the proximity of the amenities that's actually in the community. So right here, directly outside of Jolliff Landing, you're going to have a Starbucks. So if you wanted to get up, take that nice stroll directly to get coffee on your morning walk or a morning jog, and you wanted to walk back, you can definitely stop in for Starbucks. But then right up the street as well, if you didn't want to use the community fitness center, they actually have a One Life Fitness that's right up the street. You have Lowe's as well, and then for those who like to jump in and get breakfast in the morning, you actually have some restaurants right that's in close walking proximity to actually go check out for breakfast as well, like Waffle House. Then they actually have a Cure Cafe over there as well, or is it Gather? I think it's Gather. Don't hold me to that. I think it's Gather. So then you actually have up over the bridge, you actually have Chesapeake Square Mall, which I think that's a major opportunity for those who are actually looking to move into a community that still has value to still be priced in at a later date. For those who have not seen this video right here, we'll leave it linked up here. It's called my Chesapeake Square under renovation video, and that talks about how Chesapeake Square is currently now renovating the complete mall to turn it into another epicenter of a shopping center for the community. And they're putting $30 million into the renovation. Now, why is that important? That is important because right now the outdated malls have seen have all been coming in non-existent. And so the city of Chesapeake has found a builder who actually took over the development of Chesapeake Square and has decided to infuse and pump money into the community and renovate that to where you're going to get a new grocery store chain, you're going to get a sporting goods store, and then you're going to have more quality actual stores actually going to pop up as storefronts in the community. So to me, that's a big opportunity here for those who are actually moving into the community. And if you're actually selling, it's a resale target as well, to where you can say this community is actually not only revitalizing itself, but it's actually starting to show immense growth as well too. So if you want to get in before the prices actually skyrocket and resale to be around that shopping center, this is probably your time to do it right now, especially with new construction. See, one of the things about new construction before we start our tour of Jolliff Landing Estates is that it's going to be one of those things where you would notice that new construction, it usually holds value, and you see increased value sooner than later because of the simple fact as more properties sell in the community and they sell for higher value, each one of those that's in similarity to yours increases your property value as well. So this is where that becomes more of a relevant talking point at this point in time when it comes to new construction. So this is where I want you just to know, see, that's one of the things that's actually, it's a benefit to new construction as well, is that you're not only going to get a newer construction model home, right? Very up to date, especially like I said before about the townhomes. If you are relocating from a new community or from another area, out of the state, out of the city, any of that, it also gives you the opportunity to where you can see that you don't really have to worry about any of the major systems like we discussed over about the townhomes, but it also gives you the opportunity to see where, since you're not worried about the HVAC, since you're not worried about the roof, since you're not worried about crawl spaces, because none of these are on crawl spaces, and you're not worried about anything dealing from an electrical standpoint because you know everything is up to code. Plus, you get that 1 year builder's warranty as well, where basically wall to wall they will take care of everything, including the exterior, and it comes including with the roof as well too. So I think those are things that you want to make sure that you take into consideration when you're thinking about new construction, when you're going that route. Now, when we're talking about this community here, you're going to see that there are going to be multiple detached family residential communities here. Now what's going to happen is that you depends on which part of the community that you want to be in, whether that's the southernmost part or the centralmost part, you're going to see different lot sizes. Okay, so if you want the bigger square footage and you want like the 3,000 plus square footage, 6+ bedrooms, 5+ bedrooms, you're going to see that in the southernmost part of this community. Now what that means is that you're going to be looking at most likely in the high 600s range if you're thinking about that price point. But if you're looking at just having like the standard lot, and then you're looking at somewhere between 4 to 5 bedrooms, somewhere between 23 to 2,700 square feet, you can see that starting in the mid 500s as well too. So you have opportunities around actually in this community. Now, one of the things about this community as well is that the clubhouse is actually going to be centralized. I'll show you that here in a second, but we got to go as we continue our walk. Now, this community has, like I said, still seeing new development happening here, so you can still build you a home from slab to finish, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be anywhere between 90 to 180 days upon completion, with the certificate of occupancy coming as well. Now, this one of the things is, if you're looking to actually tour any one of these, feel free to use my link down in the description to book a call, or just feel free to give me a call or shoot me a text at any given time, like I said before, and I can help you actually schedule that tour, schedule you sitting down with the builder and helping you actually walk through the whole process for new construction. New construction is one of those tedious things where you want somebody who's on your side as an advocate to make sure you're getting exactly what's necessarily supposed to be dealt to you in your contract by the builder. And I'm not saying that the builder would, do anything nefarious, but you just want somebody to give it a second look over to make sure that we are staying within scope of the contract. So, and those things help you.
So let's take a quick pause from our video before we get going just once more. I wanted to make sure that you understood that we have created the best robust website imaginable in the Hampton Roads market for you at movingtonorfolk.com. Over there, you can find out everything that you need to know if you're a PCS in the Norfolk Naval Station, whether you're selling a home in Chesapeake and you want to know what your home value are, or you just want to know exactly how far your BAH could go in the Hampton Roads market. We have all that over there for you, and those resources are completely free. That's the main point here. But if you want to know everything that you need to know about resources in the area, and you want to know all those things in one spot, we have outlined a resource guide for you for every type of situation that you can find. So head on over to movingtonorfolk.com/helpful-guides. That's movingtonorfolk.com/helpful-guides, and take advantage of everything that we have over there. Go ahead and download what you need, and we love to make sure that you're always going to be taken care of at any point in time. And make sure you always come back, because we're always updating those resources as we need to, as applicable. So I hope you've got everything that you need over there. And once again, you can find everything that you need at movingtonorfolk.com/helpful-guides, and we'll leave a link down in the description below as well. Let's get back to our video.
Make sure you feel comfortable and reassured that everything is going according to plan, and that's what we like to make sure of there. So now in this community, what I like about it as well is how they've planned out how to build in this community. Like, they're not building on top of each other, where you got a home actually sold, and then you got to turn around and look and say, okay, we're going to build the next house right here. They systematically did the phasing to where they established the community, and now they're actually adding on to the community, versus it being one of those situations where you're going to see IN builds everywhere. Like right here, you'll see, like this row here is all ranch style living, okay, except for that one down in the fourth to the end down there. But the rest of them are all ranch style living homes, to where they're all one story, so they all fit in together. So what I like about that is it allows for you to actually see the full value of the community, in a sense, right? So like, what that does is it allows for you to see where comparability actually comes into play a lot more, and the fit and the scheme of the community does well too. Like, if you're looking at the greenery around the community, you're seeing that the trees are lined, and you got decent sidewalks as well for jogging, and you have big streets as well, to where you can actually see oncoming traffic and still have on-street parking as well. Even though, and you're looking, if you're on the main street, you will see as well that there's no garages in the front of the units. They're on the back side, so you have off the grid, off the beaten path garage parking as well, with a driveway pad in the back of your unit, which gives you a little bit more comfort and feel and safety as well too, for kids to actually cross the street, not really impacting oncoming traffic or outgoing traffic as well. So these are things that I like about this community that some builders don't take into consideration as well. So one of the things about that is that you just want to get all the amenities right when you're actually building this, and sometimes it takes, a little bit of extra effort to go into it. But the way they established this community, you can tell that they gave it thought versus just being, hey, let's just throw up houses and then figure it out later, which I can appreciate that. So here, once again, let's talk about the clubhouse, okay? Because you'll see this here on the horizon. I'll take you across there now. You'll see that you have a playground, clubhouse, pool, barbecue area, recreational area, fitness center, all in this state-of-the-art facility as well. So that's one of the things that you can see about this community that people will actually probably find as a desirable asset to the community. So as we cross the street and we check it out, you'll see just how big and how flowy this community really is. So check this out. Look at that community from that standpoint here. Look how wide the streets are, as you can see. So that's what I really can appreciate and love here. They even got benches here for people to actually just take in the walks and take in the scenery as well. So one of the other things is I love about this community as well, you could tell that people are, feeling, at home and at ease in this community, which makes it where it's one of those actual vibes that you would come to appreciate and enjoy over time, where you can just hang out and relax, take in the scenery, let your kids run out, let your dogs come out and play and have a good time, and just partake in whatever festivities that may be going on in the community as well too. Like I said before, being so close to everything but then also being tucked away is a benefit to a lot of people. So imagine you have that long commute, and let's talk about commutes before I finish my statement on commutes, about long commutes. So let's talk about commutes times here, for actually going to Norfolk Naval Station. You're looking at about 30 to 35-minute commute. If you're going to Langley Air Force Base from here as well, about the same similar distance, you're going to have about a 30 to 35-minute commute. Now, the Langley Air Force Base one definitely means that you're going to have to use the Manor Merrimack Bridge Tunnel, and this goes and applies for the Newport News Shipyard as well. That if you are going across the Manor Merrimack Bridge Tunnel, you got to take into consideration that the bridge may get delayed, it may get blocked, or there could be an accident on that interchange going that way, which means that you could have a delay as well. So it can sometimes get up to 45 minutes to an hour before you can make it one way on either side of that bridge. Okay, so just take that into mind as well. Then when you think about places like Portsmouth, if you're going to Portsmouth Naval Hospital, you're about 20 to 25 minutes away from there. And then that Portsmouth Naval Hospital also has a commissary, so if you're in the military and you want to go grocery shopping on base, you have the opportunity to do it there. Now from Chesapeake Western Branch to Chesapeake Greenbrier, you're about another 20 minutes away from there. And from Chesapeake Great Bridge, you're about another 20 minutes or so. So you have flexibility here, and if you want to get to the Virginia Beach Oceanfront, you're about 45 to an hour depending on traffic for the day, and depends on what time of the day that you're actually going. So those are things to actually take into consideration as well. So now let's talk about the median price points here, actually, when we talk about more of this community. So median price points actually in Chesapeake is actually going to be floating around $423,000 right now. We've seen that rise from about 380 to 423,000 over time. Now, with that, what that means is that you are now actually starting to see where the amenities are going to play a factor in exactly figuring out where you want to be at. If you just want to have a single family residential property that's not in an HOA, you can find opportunities there. But as a new construction opportunity, most of them are going to be in the master plan community, or they're going to be a spec build that's or a one-off build in certain areas. And usually those are not in the areas that they're going to be frequent in a lot, or they're going to be off the beaten path for a lot of individuals. So that's something to take into consideration as well too. So to me, if you're looking at what the benefit of a HOA is or a condo association is, depending on if you're talking about townhomes or detached residential, you're talking about that one, it gives you comfort in knowing that your home value is protected, in my opinion. Now, can some HOAs and condos have rules where it can make you feel like that's not something that you want to be a part of? Yeah, that can happen as well too. But for the most part, what usually happens is that you're going to not really have too much issue unless it's just one of those complicated HOAs. Okay, now, but one of the things I like about it is it protects the home value. It polices your neighbors. You don't have to feel like you have to get into an argument with your neighbors about them not taking care of their property. You don't have to come out and see a RV, a boat, 3 cars, all in the driveway being worked on all at the same time. I think those things matter to people, and you don't want eyesores that actually help drop your home value and not maintain the upkeep of the community. Like, to me, that's the main part about an HOA. That a lot of people, they get overlooked sometimes, is how it does protect the home value. So, got ducks out today over in the pond. Check them out. Got those out here today, and or geese, not ducks. Sorry. Also, one of the things, also, let's just talk about the pros and cons of this community itself. To me, there's 3 pros that stick out directly about Jolliff Landing. 3 of those pros are that you're close to all the amenities, and it makes you right in the middle of a commute for anywhere that you really want to get around the 757. Thirdly, I also think about that you're getting newer construction homes, so that means that your worry and your concerns about the expense is lowered, in my opinion, based on all the systems and services that come into your home. All right, so those are the 3 major things that I think gives you pluses to a community like Jolliff Landing. Now, you want to talk about negatives. Negatives could be that you got to deal with an HOA, that if you are in the condo community, it's not detached condos, it's attached condos. So if you're that mid unit, you share 2 walls with people. And then thirdly, the only other thing that I could find as a negative is that you will have to just be a part, once again, of the HOA. Sorry, I try to give y'all a third one, but I really don't have a third one, because even with the positives, you still could take these into a positive as well, that you're in a good school district as well, with Western Branch Primary, Western Branch Middle School, and Western Branch High School. All of them are rated A- or better on niche.com. So check that out down in the reference down below as well. So that's a 4th positive. So instead of giving you 3 negatives, I was able to give you 2, but actually you get 4 positives out of this community that I think a lot of people will take into consideration. Now, one of the other things, as in closing, is that this community is going to continue to build out. So you don't want to miss the boat and actually start considering moving to this community. If you're already within your 30 to 120 day plan, or even if you're out to 180 days thinking about your next move, I urge you to give me a call or shoot me a text at any given time. I really do mean it. 757-290-6303. So that way we can go ahead and start helping you get situated with the builder if you're thinking about moving to this community, and you want to make sure that you already have your relocation plans outlined in the future. No matter when you give us a call, we're going to be able to help you. But obviously, if you want to plan for the best opportunity possible, give us a call sooner than later, so that way that we can help you get that situated all together. Now, if you found value in this content, hit me with a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. But also, I want to leave you with a comment. I want you to leave me a comment down below on what was some of the major takeaways that you had about Jolliff Landing, or what we did not cover that you still have questions on that we can answer for you. I look forward to seeing your comments down below. I respond to every single one of them myself, and I'll catch you in the next video. And you already know, until then, y'all stay safe. Peace.